man. It's a different thing with that guy.
Well, it's like Matt always says, play to your strengths.
Yeah,
no
but
doubt.
you know, you got to take that payday. I mean, what did he make out of that fight? He probably made $10 million or something.
Yeah.
And Jake Paul's very smart, man. Like he gets guys that he's bigger than. The only time he fought another boxer his size was Tom Fury, and he lost. Tom Fury?
Good fight.
Tommy Fury.
Very good fight. Very good fight. You know, I think he's like any other young up-and-coming boxer. It's just everybody dismisses him.
What did you think of the fight?
It wasn't a good one.
Wasn't a good one. Yeah. Overall, how'd you just see how Jake fought, how Mike fought?
Well, you know, you can tell something was wrong with the Tyson leg, so he couldn't. His balance was off.
I'm thrilled that I got to step into the ring with so many iconic boxers. To reach greatness as a fighter, you need to face top-tier opponents and solid challengers. I wouldn't have achieved what I have without those pioneers who cleared the path for me. The boxing scene has been electric lately, thanks to legends Floyd Mayweather and Mike Tyson, joining forces for a rigorous workout session in preparation for Tyson's much-hyped matchup with Jake Paul. This surprising partnership has sparked widespread interest among fans and experts, all curious about the knowledge and techniques these two titans could exchange. After the session, Mayweather opened up.
Mike also has layers upon layers of attacks that are in his mind. He's forgotten more about boxing than Jake Paul has ever remembered.
Yeah. It's just how quickly can it happen, because how much gas is a guy
also,
like that going to have?
How does he feel now? He might have been excited when he said he wanted to do it, but how does he feel now? You got months and months and months of this.
I just want to see something other than those mitts.
Does he dismiss does he wish he didn't say yes to it?
For the first time about the experience, renowned for his flawless defense and perfect pro record, Mayweather has always been a dedicated learner of the sport. His choice to train with Tyson, a heavyweight, famous for his brutal strength and aggressive approach, came as a shock, mixed with fascination. The workout wasn't solely about sharpening Tyson's abilities for the fight ahead. It also involved fusing their unique boxing mindsets. In his initial remarks, Mayweather praised Tyson's dedication and lasting love for boxing.
Like, what other sport would we let a 58-year-old man compete other than golf?
Right.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like, why are we letting this happen?
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, but he's made for it, man. Like, he's made
Mike
for it.
is?
Yeah, I mean, it's
Listen,
what he is.
Dude, he's perfectly capable of knocking him out.
He is perfectly capable.
He also revealed details from the session, noting that they concentrated on enhancing Tyson's already devastating power while incorporating defensive strategies to help him counter a youthful rival like Jake Paul. Even with their differing methods, the pair discovered shared principles in their dedication to the game. Mayweather highlighted the value of tactics and psychological resilience, hallmarks of his own success, while Tyson contributed a raw energy and fierceness that's uniquely his. In related news, Francis Ngannou has weighed in on Mike Tyson's bout with Jake Paul, believing experience trumps all. At 27, Paul is at his physical prime, while Tyson just hit 58. Ngannou, who trained with Tyson before.
Amber, what'd you think of the fight?
I knew Jake Paul was going to win. I felt it in my heart.
Yeah?
I knew Trump was going to win.
What made you know that? Yeah, what made you know that?
I just, he's 27 years old. He's been working hard. And, I just saw it. I watched the progression of who he is as a boxer. And I was the only one that was cheering. I just knew it. I felt it.
Who do you want to see him fight next, in your opinion? Or who would you like to see him fight next?
I don't know the answer to that.
Yeah.
I don't know the answer to that.
Will we
I
ever
was
see you
excited
in the
for
ring?
this one. No.
You don't really like that side of it?
No, I'm a 41-year-old mother. I'll beat your ass, little boy.
Yeah, that was rude. Wow.
That was actually hella funny.
Did you see the girl fight?
I did, yeah.
Amanda and Katie?
Yeah.
For his own boxing entry against Tyson Fury last December, is sure his old coach has the tools to beat Paul. I think Tyson will still beat him, he shared with media in Washington, D.C., including Talksport. Many health professionals have raised red flags, warning Iron Mike of the dangers in returning to the ring against someone 30 years younger. Stephen Hughes, a senior medicine lecturer at Anglia Ruskin University, points out.
And that's, did you enjoy watching most of that fight? It was hard to watch, but it was always going to be like that. But it doesn't have to be. They're not making this for me. Look how many people turned up. Look how many people tuned in. So I can't knock it. It's just not for me. And that's not disrespectful. I love boxing. I don't want to see Mike Tyson stuck in quicksand. And he showed unbelievable heart, by the way. No one wants to see that happening to Mike Tyson.
About the 30 seconds that you saw, I know Jake Paul was.
They got pillows on. They got 14-ounce gloves on. He come out like a raging bull. But after that, he was gassed. But Mike's a legend, and he showed a load of heart, but you just don't need to see it, man. You know?
A lot of people just say, you know, I'm just here to just watch Mike Tyson.
Yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. I get it. But maybe they haven't watched boxing for 35 years and love the, and I haven't even had a drink and love the sport more than anything. Because that's what I do. So for me, I didn't want to see it, and when I did see it, I didn't want to see it even more. But I get the casual fan. Wow, Mike, can he still do it? Has he still got it in him?
Out that Tyson's age and past issues with alcohol increase risks like subdural hematomas and strokes. Meanwhile, Dave Hancock, a renowned fitness expert and former physio for Chelsea, Leeds United, and England's national team, cautioned that it could lead to disastrous health outcomes. Ngannou, though, isn't overly worried. When asked about Tyson's condition at his age, he said, "He's definitely not as he was when he was young, but when he moves around and shows you something, I'm like, what the hell is this?" So I think that is something that people don't understand. About Mike Tyson, his footwork is still there. He can move from your left to your right in the blink of an eye.
What did I think? Yeah. You know, I love seeing Mike out there doing what he loves to do. It's his passion. But I don't know. I think Jake looked a little soft tonight. He don't look like a real boxer, a pro boxer that's been training the last 10 years. So, you know, he needs to come see me one day. A guy that's in his prime that's going to walk him down and have that cardio. So,
did you expect him to knock Mike Tyson out tonight?
I did, yeah. I thought, you know, Mike's a little bit older. You know, he had a problem. You know, they had to push back the first fight because, you know, he had like a stroke on a plane or something like that. Yeah, so, also, I was just scared. I didn't want to see Mike get hurt. I'm happy he's walking out of that ring and he's healthy tonight. So, super happy. Everything went well, and you know, it was a spectacle. All the fans enjoyed the show.
You want to fight Jake Paul?
Yeah, hell yeah. I'd love to fight him. He's talked a lot of shit about me in the past. I'd love to see him back it up. For sure, that's all I've been practicing the last couple of years.
Paul has drawn heavy backlash from boxing circles for taking on a fighter whose pro career began over a decade before Paul was born. The ex-Disney actor holds a strong 10-1 pro boxing record, with his only defeat coming from Tommy Fury, brother of WBC heavyweight king Tyson Fury. Paul has been slammed for skipping typical boxing prospects in favor of ex-UFC stars like Anderson, Silva, and Tyron Woodley early on. In August 2023, he managed to unsettle Nate Diaz, one of the few to beat Conor McGregor in the octagon. Addressing the detractors in a TalkSport interview with Gareth A. Davies, Paul stated, "I think it's just..."
What did I think? Yeah. You know, I love seeing Mike out there doing what he loves to do. It's his passion. But I don't know. I think Jake looked a little soft tonight. He don't look like a real boxer, a pro boxer that's been training the last 10 years. So, you know, he needs to come see me one day. A guy that's in his prime that's going to walk him down and have that cardio. So,
did you expect him to knock Mike Tyson out tonight?
I did, yeah. I thought, you know, Mike's a little bit older. You know, he had a problem. You know, they had to push back the first fight because, you know, he had like a stroke on a plane or something like that. Yeah, so, also, I was just scared. I didn't want to see Mike get hurt. I'm happy he's walking out of that ring and he's healthy tonight. So, super happy. Everything went well, and you know, it was a spectacle. All the fans enjoyed the show.
You want to fight Jake Paul?
Yeah, hell yeah. I'd love to fight him. He's talked a lot of shit about me in the past. I'd love to see him back.
It's respectful to Mike first and foremost, and then I would say to them, get in the ring with him. If Mike wants to fight, then Mike wants to fight. If he wants to make it a pro fight, then okay. I want to fight Mike Tyson. That's legendary. It's an honor to be in the ring with him, and if he wants the fight to be a pro fight, then okay. Let's do it. Views are divided. Some are pumped for it, others strongly against, and a handful are on the fence. But one fact stands. The clash is locked in for Friday, November 15th, pitting ex-two-time heavyweight champ Mike Tyson against YouTube return boxer Jake Paul. Originally set for June 20th, the event got delayed due to a health scare. In May, on a flight from Miami to LA, Tyson needed emergency care for an ulcer flare-up. The Hall of Famer has recovered fully and is now prepping intensely. Just last week, at Fanatics Fest 2024 in New York's Jacob Javits Center.
This week, Mike Tyson has been announced a return to boxing. I know in the past you said you didn't want him to fight again. You tried to talk him out of fighting again. Have you spoken to him about this one?
He gets mad when I do this, but Mike's 60, man. I don't know. What do you guys think about it? Who gives a shit what I think? It's not my fight. I love Mike Tyson, you know, personally as a friend, and he's one of my favorite athletes of all time. I don't know. Let's see what he can go in there and put together a training camp and come in, and you know, I don't like to see guys fighting it. Be a 31-year age difference during that fight. Just you guys know what I think of that stuff.
Paul and Tyson held a presser hosted by ex-Pittsburgh Steelers player and analyst Ryan Clark. Tyson received roaring cheers from the NYC crowd, while Paul got hit with boos. "Oh, I'm not scared," Sorry, I am not scared of. No, not at all. Not at all. I was born for this. I was born for this moment. The universe told me this was going to happen. You can ask Mike. I did ayahuasca, called him up, and said we're going to fight on the biggest stage possible. It's destiny. And now here we are years later, actually making it happen. I was made for this moment, born to do this, and I'm going to put on the performance of a lifetime on November 15th, and the universe will align for all of its glory and good for God. As Tyson and Paul answered queries about their fight, the atmosphere crackled with strain. This odd matchup is evolving into a gripping rivalry, with both sides dealing with their own nerves.
It looked pretty good, and then by the end of the fight, it was clear this was a 58-year-old man, and he looked like a 58-year-old man. And I have a lot of issues with this. I don't think this fight should have ever happened. I think it says a lot of bad things about the combat sports world and sets a really dangerous precedent going forward. We're gonna talk about the whole fight clearance approval process and then just physiologically why he looked the way he did. There's a lot of just true anatomy and physiology changes that explain why Tyson looked so bad and play a role in why this type of thing should not happen. So how did this fight even happen or get approved? Each state has an athletic commission that governs licenses for combat sports. It's not a national standard, it's state by state, and there's a wide variety of medical clearance processes and rules in place from one state to another. That probably played some role in where this fight happened because Texas has some of the more lenient medical clearance processes. So here you can see if you're going to apply to get a license, you basically have to have a medical exam, you have to have some negative blood work, which is pretty self-explanatory. You have to have passed an eye exam within the previous 6 months, and if you are over the age of 36, you are considered a older competitor and you have to have more favorable physical testing, limited, including EEG.
Questioned how authorities...
And now that there's no headgear, Jake Paul, I guess he gained a lot of muscle lately. He's gonna be strong up there, so just be careful, Tyson. But then again, Mike Tyson landing one punch, he can end it all in one round. So I think it's gonna be a fun fight. I think, you know, until it lasts. I'm not sure how many rounds it is. I believe 8 or 10 rounds, but I do have to worry about Tyson and his conditioning, you know, because I mean, Tyson and myself are no spring chickens anymore. So, you know, we have to be careful with these young fighters out there who want to take off our heads.
Paul, the fear is obvious. He's facing someone with top-level boxing expertise for the first time, plus the knockout threat in one shot. Key tests for Paul early on. Can he stay composed retreating? Does he have the chin to take a Tyson punch? Most importantly, can he handle or survive a body shot from the icon? Despite these uncertainties possibly nagging at Paul, Tyson has his own psychological battles. With a 50-6 record, including 44 KOs, Tyson has far superior skills, but age levels the field at 58. He knows his agility isn't what it was, but power tends to last long. Tyson appears to retain enough explosiveness to trouble. Paul Tyson may project assurance entering the ring, even without his old edges, but could doubts linger beneath due to unknowns. Well, I'm beautiful, and I've been training for a while. Like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I'm just asking, when you get into camp, I'm okay to fight. But when you get into camp, like when I'm in camp right now. Very good. Thank you. I'm in camp right now. Thanks very much. Thank you. Queries like if Tyson can absorb a right from Paul are fascinating, but the real issue is endurance if no KO in the first rounds. What's plan B for Tyson? These open questions might plant seeds of uncertainty in the ex-champ's head. For viewers, these mysteries heighten the thrill of the Tyson-Paul event. We'll get answers on November 15th, ramping up the hype. Forecasting a Tyson-Paul result is tricky, with various paths. Tyson could control early, but if it goes past round 4, Paul might shift momentum and win. Amid the debate, Paul stays firm and excited to face a legend, drawing energy from downbeat takes by folks like Ngannou and Randy Couture. I feed off it, Paul said enthusiastically, embracing Ngannou's prediction for his 4th scrap in 11 months. He continued, it's not going to be an easy fight. I think the first 4 rounds are going to be very difficult for me. And if I can weather the storm of Mike Tyson, the baddest man, hardest puncher on the planet, then I believe I can pull ahead in the later rounds and be able to stop him actually. But yeah, Francis
probably think that Jake Paul will probably lose because he's a YouTuber boxer, but they don't understand how hard we train and how hard we work and that we're decent.
Fam, I noticed it with Floyd. like a proper YouTuber boxer.
Yeah, yeah.
And when I was in the ring with 50-0 Floyd Mayweather, I noticed his fucking age.
Yeah.
In respect, he vowed a KO, setting up a clash where one stands tall. They'll never give me credit. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. If I was walking on water, they would say it's because I couldn't swim, and this is to make history. You know, people think I'm going to get knocked out by this strong, powerful guy. All the people in my comments saying, look at his power. He's going to get code. People are yelling at me in the event. But what happens when I put this man to sleep? This is not a joke. He's saying that it's going to be my funeral. He's saying it's going to be my wake. He's going to kill Jake Paul. All of these things, and that's why I love Mike. I respect him, but we're not friends anymore until November 15th. I'm knocking this motherfucker out, and we're going to see who's dead. We will see who's dead. Make sure to check out some of our other videos on the screen if you enjoyed this one.